Do we need standards around browser add-ons? Is that something that the web standards process should address? And if so, how does that get done? We've been seeing a lot of design by committee being done in the standards process, which I think is producing bad standards or standards which don't converge on completion. W3C appears to have lost its focus. You know, if we do need standards, how do we go about getting good ones?
So my take on that is no, I don't think we do. Just taking, for example, things like tabbed browsing, being able to between multiple search providers, a lot of the features that have come out that we see convergence around didn't require people to sit down and go through this bureaucratic process. So, in my opinion, it's pretty clear what other people are doing for extensibility, and it's easy enough for somebody to adopt it if they want to.
Sorry, I offered to Brian there. I should pause to congratulate Brian, of course, and the Chrome team on their 1.0 release today. I was remiss in not doing that earlier. I think we'll see standards, not necessarily in the de jure form, but in the de facto form, emerge pretty quickly. We're seeing it in the form of Grease Monkey. We've already seen it in the form of search engine pieces, which are sort of the simplest and least privileged add-ons you can sort of imagine. It's a text field. It sends off a known request. And even then, in extending that format to do search suggestion and so forth, we saw that very rapidly done across multiple providers and multiple browsers. So we do see standards emerge where there's enough, where the problem space is well enough understood, where people can agree that the approach makes sense in multiple contexts. And I think standards bodies and standards work do their best work where they're codifying existing practice and helping round out the corners rather than where they're breaking wholly new ground. So I hope we won't see a wholesale rush to formal standardization of these pieces while we're still trying to figure out which parts of them make sense at all. I think it would be a mistake to codify behaviors that we might later decide we don't want to encourage, we don't want to permit even for the sake of security or integrity of the browser, but is captured in some web add-ons 1.0 that everybody has to implement to pass ACID 7. I think we want to be careful there that we're focusing on getting the right behaviors in the browsers and then using standards as a tool to promote interoperability rather than as a way to drive development of it.